everyone, and welcome back. So today's build is a little bit different than what I'm used to. Usually I do an apartment reno or I build from the ground up, and today is just kind of a small just house reno, like one of the starter houses in oh gosh, what is it? It's not Windenburg. Oh, not Oasis Springs either. It's the other town, the good town. Willow Creek. There we go. Willow Creek. Yep. So already off to a great start today. But this was actually suggested by one of my lovely subscribers, Shanks. And basically the challenge that I have implemented myself was I could only do a budget about 15,000. So I basically said, okay, they got around like 60,000, so I can't really go past 75 or 77 when you do the exact math. So I tried to keep it within that, which was actually more challenging than I thought it would be, because I hate a lot of the stuff that they did with this house. But then again, I like a lot of things too. Like all the windows and doors and stuff I just recolored. You will see quite a bit of recoloring for the most part, as far as this goes. I also should not be recording this after I ate a bunch of hot wings. I feel like my nose is on fire, and that is very great. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, it was a really fun build to do. It was challenging to like not change anything or add new walls. I tried to keep all the walls and windows roughly where they are. I think I only added the 2 windows in the back, but I wanted everything to be kind of realistic as far as that goes. So you wouldn't tear down a whole wall or anything with the budget, like for a bedroom or anything, for a kitchen maybe. But like they wouldn't do any major changes with a budget that small. So yeah, I tried to keep it fairly simple. I think I also added a few walls in the kitchen just for some separation. It was a little bit too open and awkward in my opinion, so I just kind of closed it a little bit. But yeah, I think that's as far as the summary goes. I also didn't do as much landscaping as I usually do, just because landscaping in The Sims is really expensive, and they kind of need to die that down a little bit. Oh, yes, so while I am adding the trim, so all of the custom content that I use in these videos are from Peacemaker on Tumblr or from The Sims Gallery. I think I did use, because I made the last bedroom a toddler room, there's a lovely creator on Tumblr, and I wish I could remember their name, but they made a whole set dedicated to like toddlers, and it's really cute. But if you just search S4MM, which stands for Sims 4 Max's Match on Tumblr, I am sure that you can find it. I only downloaded all this stuff about a few days ago, I think. And all the Sims 4 Max's Match tends to be up on Tumblr for a very long time. So that's just a little heads up on all of that. And it's easy to like download this and not use any of the custom content, because really if you just use base game stuff. But I didn't, since I was already restricting myself to a budget and to like what I could do with the walls and stuff, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna use the custom content that I want to. But I didn't use it to really like cheat. Like I didn't add a cheaper fridge or anything like that. It's just for some of the toddler stuff especially, I just couldn't really I didn't want to use any of the base game stuff because I was kind of getting a little tired of it. I am definitely a custom content person for sure. But yeah, what else am I working on today? So there's a special Staxel video coming out soon, and I know that the majority of people on my channel are subscribed for Staxel. Also, if you're new, hello, welcome. I do anything from Sims building to gameplay of like Staxel, Stardew Valley, games like that. Just really chill, fun, exciting games. But yeah, so I'm working on a really special video. I can't really work on it today, which is Saturday. This is going up the very next day. Because my family is coming in town and we are going to this fancy gala type of situation. So I also need to shower. I'm kind of gross. I also haven't shaved my legs in like a month. So that probably, this occasion probably means I should shave my legs. Which is a great insight into my life. No, I've shaved them like 2 weeks ago. They're not as bad as I'm making them out to be. But yeah, definitely one of the things I need to work on. But yeah, I'm really excited. There's an open bar and stuff too, and like I love me an open bar. So I'm hoping they have like fancy cosmos and stuff like that. But I'll probably let you guys know how that all goes in a different video. I tend to just kind of ramble on in a lot of the series I have. I have my time at Portia going up for the next few days, but we should be getting Staxel back here after this one special video that I'm making. I don't really want to say anything about it because it's still in the works, and if it doesn't pan out quite the way I want, I don't really want people to be too disappointed. It should, like, there's no reason why it shouldn't pan out. Like, I'm 99% sure that it'll all work out. It's just a little complicated as far as the structure of it goes. It's going to follow a similar format to the tips and tricks. It's just kind of a entirely different category with it all. So yeah, it'll make sense once that video is up. Oh yeah, I couldn't find a good end table here, but I finally went with the one from Vintage Glamour Stuff. So yeah, it's very hard not to just change the entire, I tried to keep with the theme as well, because the theme is very like clean and almost like this craftsman feel to it, so I didn't really want to stray too far away from that theming, so I didn't go I didn't clutter as much as I usually do. And yeah, I think those floors are from Peacemaker as well, the ones that I ended up using. Peacemaker is honestly an amazing Max's Match custom content creator. Like, their stuff is just incredible. Even their clothing and like Sims hair and whatnot is all just really, really stunning. So definitely recommend checking them out. I'm trying to think of anything else that I need to add with this. I don't think so. Actually, what I'm doing for the rest of my day, since I won't be able to record and like I don't really have any school stuff this week because I kind of wrapped up a few big things in the past week. I submitted a few programs that I had to do for my advanced geospatial class, but aside from that, I am pretty much all done for this week anyway. And then next week it starts up all over again. But I have recently restarted, so it used to be Harvest Moon, but now it's called Story of Seasons, and the newest implement in North America at least is Story of Seasons Tree of Towns, and they recently got some DLC to it. I highly recommend playing those games, but don't make them your first game that you play if you've never played a Stardew Valley or Harvest Moon before. And I say this because as someone who's played the games since I was little, like since Friends in Mineral Town, they can get really, really complicated very, very quickly, especially some of the newer ones, because there is a lot to do, like a crazy, crazy amount. Like, even all the stuff I have to do in Staxel and my time at Portia, I feel like at the end of the day, Story of Seasons is always going to be the hardest farming sim I've ever played, but also the most rewarding. So it just, I don't know, it's just one of those things, but I love it to death, and I got really close to finishing it one time, and then I just had to like take a break because of life stuff or school stuff, something like that, and then I just recently came back to it, so I'm so excited. I don't know who I'm gonna romance exactly yet. I kind of have a faint idea, but the main reason I wanted to kind of go back to it is because of the DLC. It adds like new clothes and new romance dialogue and event dialogue and festival stuff, and it adds a whole bunch. And it was originally released in oh gosh, I don't want to mess it. It was either Japan or Korea where the game first came out. And the DLC was part of the original game. Well, for some odd reason, I think it was either the translation or just North America being North America, had some issues with some of that stuff. So we didn't get the DLC as part of the full main game. Instead, we get it as DLC, which is honestly fine. It costs about like $9, which for someone who plays The Sims and spends like $20 on something that should cost like $10, yeah, I don't mind spending $9 for something that gives you a whole lot of stuff. I feel like they give you more than The Sims do, but that's just my little beef with The Sims. Did I remember to put bar stools? Yes, I did. Oh, thank God. I was like, oh, I don't remember at all. Yeah, speaking of The Sims 4 expansion stuff and game packs and whatever else they're doing, oh, let me move my pop filter. There we go. I realized my pop filter wasn't even like on my microphone. Oh, there. The professionalism on this channel. I also butchered that word 100%. That's okay. But the new expansion pack type of situation that just got announced is the jungle stuff. We just got an icon and some of the things you'll be able to do in there. I believe it was just things such as like exploration. It was kind of like the Sims 3 World Adventures is what I'm assuming, but a very, very small version of that. Which, like, Sims 3 World Adventures was one of my favorite because I really like the puzzles that they had in there. I like being able to go to the different countries and just explore. And yeah, so I don't know how I feel about this game pack because I know that it won't live up to The Sims 3. And you're like, Jesse, you're speaking kind of prematurely about this. Well, yes and no. So, I don't doubt that it will be good. I don't know if it's going to be the same level of good. Because it's only a game pack, it's not an expansion pack, and they tend to focus more on better content. That sounds, I'm just butchering all this. But a wider range of content whenever they make expansion packs. So whenever they make things like a game pack or a stuff pack, we only get about half of the stuff, which for like toddler stuff and gosh, I can't remember another game pack right now. But for most of the stuff, that's fine. But I feel like if they're doing another vacation zone kind of like outdoor retreat, I would prefer maybe like a whole expansion pack of vacation spots. That could be really fun. But then again, we don't have seasons or anything yet. And I was watching a video the other day and it kind of made me a little bit angry. But they were talking about stuff in The Sims 5 and how The Sims 5 might come out in 2019. And I'm like, we're still playing an unfinished game as far as I'm concerned. With the Sims 4, so it's just like they better not be making a Sims 5 until they finish essentially what they are set out to do with the Sims 4. That being said, I do feel like the Sims 4 is making a lot of ground or leeway as far as like the stuff that they're coming out with. Gosh, I'm trying to remember the last expansion pack that we had. It wasn't Get Together, was it? No, City Living. Yeah, City Living. So I absolutely loved everything they did with that, and I feel like all the expansion packs are pretty much worth it. I do have all the basically everything that they've released so far, but I'm a little hesitant on buying anything else currently because I know the prices are going up for a lot of people, and I just have a hard time wanting to support a company that is doing this. But at the same time, I really love building. So it's really just, it's kind of selfish reasons at this point. And also for this bedroom real quick, I didn't really change a whole lot just because I thought the theming was already pretty good. So at most what I did was just kind of move a few things around, change some wallpaper, flooring. But yeah, I left this room fairly the same. Oh yes, so this mirror is a piece of custom content, but you could easily swap it for a base game mirror. Really not an issue. Same with the curtains in the kitchen that I was just messing around in. But yeah, I'm trying to think anything else. No. I have a fresh pot of coffee waiting for me, so I'm kind of focusing on that right now. It's, I just woke up like an hour ago and immediately started doing some stuff around the house or my apartment. I started doing dishes. I'm currently doing laundry. It's drying right now. Then after that, I desperately need to shower. Because yeah, all my towels are in the laundry, so I can't really shower until that's all done. But yeah, I'll probably go back to some Story of Seasons today and just kind of have a chill day. It's supposed to snow and ice like crazy here, so I'm hoping that we'll be done with the gala or fancy dinner event by the time that like the snow starts. If not, then I might just go home early. But yeah, that's another thing for winter, guys. Stay safe, please. Because I feel like this winter especially has been really bad. But I got a white Christmas where I live, so I can't really complain too much about things. But yeah. Anyway, I think that's going to do it. I think we're just going to play some nice chill music in the background since today is just kind of a chill thing. And one more thing I want to note. This was the first build on my channel to where I didn't do everything in advance. I just kind of wanted to challenge myself to build while recording instead of like building everything off screen and coming back. So if that's why you guys see me fiddling a little bit more with things, you know, it's kind of why. Also, I really like the idea of a feature wall in rooms. I used to have that whenever I was at my old house. I think I went with a color scheme like oh gosh, what was it? It was like a bright blue and bright green. I was in my teenage years. It was kind of a long story. But anyway, I would have like 3 of my walls were this beautiful turquoise color, and then I had just a pop of green, and it just like the amount of like energy that I gave to the room, which you don't really want in a bedroom, but still. So I'm really sad because in my apartment I can't really paint anything. I just have this beige color, which isn't bad. I mean, you know, it could be a lot worse, but I have an urge to paint everything, which is really bad. Speaking of that, I had a few of my baubles and stuff broke, so I was super gluing a lot of that the other day, and I had some what I call finger condoms, which are basically like this small glove for just one of your fingers and stuff left over from whenever I had to like wipe my cat's butt because my cat's fat. Anyway, it's just a story on top of a story, but anyway, just know that I had these finger condoms. That's the main part of this. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna wear some of those while I super glue just so I won't get it all over my hand. Well, guess who somehow managed, even with the safety stuff, to super glue her finger shut? Me. I am the absolute worst at that. Oh my gosh. I love arts and crafts, especially messing with stuff like polymer clay, because there are some amazing YouTubers who did polymer clay stuff, and for a while, and even now, I'm still kind of obsessed with all that. So I just decided to mess around and build a few small charms and everything, and that's a hobby that like I still really like to do whenever I get enough free time, but I feel like lately that's just not a thing that I have. And if I do have free time, I'm playing games like Story of Seasons or reading 600-page books that I probably should not be reading while I have school books to read. But it's all just one of those things, I guess. Oh yeah, so one of the beefs I have with The Sims, one of my many beefs, is the curtain choice. Like, because I guess I just feel bad if I use a whole lot of curtains, and I like to have my windows showing a little bit from the curtains, or like some blind situation, but I don't know. I have yet to find a good curtain that I really like that isn't custom content. Maybe the ones from Vintage Glamour I tend to use quite frequently, but yeah, it's just, I would like more curtains if I had to request something, but custom content is a great filler for things that you don't have. So yeah. Also, I've gotten in the habit of doing this butterfly thing on top of these two bookshelves. It's just really cute. It's a really cutesy thing. I like to envision for this house having kind of like a parents, or maybe a single mom or something like that, or a single dad, and then having like a teenage son or a child son. Either way, I guess, would work with that bedroom. Probably teenager would be better because I didn't really include any kids stuff. And then having two toddler girls, which could be twins, which would be a super, super cute idea. And if I did Sims Let's Plays on my channel, then I would definitely play with this house. But I don't. I really like watching Sims Let's Plays, but it's just something that, I don't know. I don't play The Sims as a game enough to be able to do something like that. And if I do play The Sims as a game and not just like building around, then I usually do a rags to riches thing, which I wouldn't mind doing for this channel, but it would be insanely boring because it's me literally just making money. My Sim doesn't talk to anyone except for her pet. So yeah, I'll probably just stick to games that I'm good at, such as Saxel and stuff, but also sorry again for sounding really nasally. That's what you get when you eat hot wings right before you sit down to record. But I definitely wanted to get this video out tomorrow/today. Mainly just because like I wanted to get that special Saxel video out tomorrow, but since I won't have time to really record and dive into it today, I just wanted to at least get an extra video, something special out for you guys. And yeah, so this bathroom I pretty much completely reno. Remember when I said I was going to do some chill music in the background? Guess that's just not going to happen. Oh yeah, I didn't take screenshots for this. Huh. Yeah, boy, I should really do that. I'll definitely have that by the end of this video. I was just looking at my editing thing that I'm doing the voiceover for, and I was like, boy, that's a good thing that I should really add. But yeah, I completely reno this entire bathroom, and it's not bad the way it is. But it's just like, to make it a whole household friendly and stuff, I kind of want to take out a shower, and since we have toddlers, we're going to need a bath. So that was kind of a main feature that I was worrying about. Also, this is my favorite sink of all time. I try not to use it as much when I'm building because like I use it all the time in my games. Like whenever I'm actually playing the game, this is the only sink like bathroom wise that I will use. I pretty much never use counters. It's just so beautiful with the marble, and then you got the wood, and you can change the color of it to where like, I'm pretty sure marble's always going to be on the top, maybe. But like you can change it to a dark wood or something like that on the bottom. It's just, oh, it's stunning. Absolutely stunning. I think if I were to do one thing with this bathroom, I forgot a rug, which I would really, really like to add, but it's just kind of a small minor detail. So, yeah. but I think that's gonna do it because we got about one bedroom left to finish. And then we are gonna go ahead and go on into the screenshots, which I will remember to add. And if you guys are downloading this from the gallery, please remember that my origin ID is different than my YouTube because it was made when I was like 15 or 13, something like that. I was really young. So it's 0 Neon Sky 0. Yep, not one of my proudest moments, but at the time I thought I was really, really cool. So I also added a lot of laundry stuff, and I realized that I don't have a laundry machine. So it's like they can kind of do laundry, but not really. If I was free building this, then like I would probably add a laundry room. But this house was made way before laundry day was even a thought. So yeah, just a heads up that I do have laundry stuff, but no laundry things. You could probably add a wash bucket or something, or a clothesline outside. I did a lot of since I had some leftover money, some outdoor activities and such. So yeah, but anyway guys, that's gonna do it for me. So thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. So bye.